Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Okay, this bracket in the way of the water pump. Yes, the alternator, the alternator bracket, tensioner bracket, 12 millimeter on the back side, the alternator bolt, upper alternator bolt. Okay, now let's put this bolt up. All right, so we have four more 12 millimeter. Okay. Break them loose with the wrench, and then we could use the cordless. Alternator tensioner. So now, you see this thing? If it goes on, you have to make sure that the hole is on this side, because it does easily flip over, and you can, you know, try it like this. But if you notice, the bolt is this way. When you keep it aligned, you don't have to, because it's straight. Okay, push your bolt through. Woo. And you keep them like this. Yes. All right. You get the gist of what I'm saying. These are the two bolts for the water pump. They are to the bracket, so you're going to have to make sure that, yeah, when you put the bracket on, it is what's going to be the last piece to the water pump. Water pump. Yes. See him? Now, from what I'm looking at, there is a bolt right here to the water pump. So we're going to have to move the timing belt first before we could get to the water pump. All right, let's line it up. Okay, this is the original washer. Yeah, I don't want it to go all the way in. Too much threads. my spacer washer. Yes, original harmonic balancer bolt. We're going to put it back in place so that this way we could turn it. We're going to have to bring the motor down so that we could get it to go back in. It's a beautiful thing when it's already sitting on the jack. No problem. There you go. Can you still see me? All right. Wonderful. 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 All right. Let's line up this bad boy, shall we? Hmm. Okay. I am almost there. From what I could see, yeah. But the bottom is on its mark, but this guy here isn't. And I need to make sure that he's on number one. So I'm going to go around one more time. Okay. I see it. I see it. I see it. Now, if I told you right there. Okay. Can you see it? All right. Here's a timing mark. Here is a timing mark. Right here, it says up. Yeah. Right above this little dot piece. Okay. I lowered it a little bit so you will be able to see it. See it? Yeah. Right there. That little line coincide with the sprocket. Okay. So we know that our bottom end is on number one, top dead center, right there. Now the keyway is to the side here. Yes. So this is your crank pulley, and the keyway, this little thing here, is on the side. If you rub your hand, see it? This little mark in here, he will line up. So let's say, let me grab this. Let's say he was sitting here. Remember the bolt I was telling you about right under? this cover piece here. So if the keyway was sitting like this, see where the keyway is on the side? See where our marking is? Right here. So it would be like this right there. Keyway is on the side. Yeah. So if we were to pull it on the car, here's our keyway on the side. If you wanted reassurance, yeah, just remove back your bolt and put the pulley, slide the pulley back on. Well, you would have to put the cover on and all of that stuff there. But yeah, this is how it would look on the car. Top dead center. Yeah. And your markings and the keyway is on the side. All right. So we know that our bottom end is lined up. Now for our top end. I don't know, for those of us who remember the Toyota Corollas. Yeah. In the 90s, Toyota Corolla, their timing mark was through this little hole here. Yeah. And the only way you really and truly could see it is if you used an inspection mirror to make sure that you are completely lined up with it, you know, type thing. So you would look at it something like this to see if, you know, if you're lined up. If you can't see it, my next bet was always to push something in there. And if I felt the groove right here, then I knew that's where my marking was. Because, yeah, just like that. Okay. You're going to have to forgive me because I'm trying to show you the upper timing mark, but I only have two hands. And yeah, see it? That little red mark right there. Yeah, that little red mark right there indicates through the hole. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. That indicates through the hole. Yeah, that's you're on number one top dead center. So those are your two timing marks. Now I would like to tell you that this timing mark and this timing mark is relative to this particular vehicle, but it is not. This cam sprocket is used on a V6 because on the V6 this has to match up with the other cam, and there is a timing mark on this end on the cover, or somewhere off here, that will indicate for this mark and this mark. So this cam sprocket is used on a V6, but our mark on the 4-cylinder is in this little guy right here, the little hole. Yeah. Now there's a red mark on the other side on the cam cap that indicates that this is where your mark is. Your mark on the bottom is also good, so no need to worry about that. All right. Now this is the tensioner here. This guy right here is the tensioner. It's a 12 millimeter. But right here where my finger is, there is a Allen key way. I believe it's probably a 6 or 7 millimeter Allen key. All right. So I have the ratchet. This is a 6 millimeter Allen key. I have it in the off position because I want to break this bolt loose. Yes. All right. Now, you will feel when that bolt comes loose to the tensioner. Now, it is in the off position All you have to do is just turn them. Well, now you have to flip it to the on position. On, and then you just turn and it should relieve the tension. Oh, sorry, my bad. The off is definitely the off position. And you turn it, loosen your bolt. Okay. Now, it just got back tension right here. So, I'm coming off of it. Right here is where the slack section is. So, the belt should slide off. Yeah. Okay. Now, I'm going to remove this whole tensioner because I'm replacing it. But you're not. If you are going to replace this tensioner, which I advise that so you do replace it, yes, we all know how old it is, and we know that it's very old. Yeah. So you remove this tensioner, the center bolt here. Okay. Now, you see these guys back here? Don't forget them. I'm going to get back to you on them because, see it? It's spring loaded. See it? The bolt will not come out freely. Spring loaded. Yeah? So, all right. We're going to come back to this guy because as you see, it has grooves that it must sit into. All right, let's get this belt off. Take him from the cam. And then he just wiggle his way off. All right. Now, jack up back your motor. Okay. All right. So that's the timing belt. Now, our water pump situation. Now we have full access to our water pumps, but there is something that does not look too right to me. Let me just double check it to make sure. Okay. Our idler pulley on the bottom is bolted on. Yes. And we are going to remove that pulley down there as well. Yeah, we are replacing it. The idler pulley for the timing belt. But there's a bolt behind that pulley that's holding the water pump. So we're going to have to remove this pulley down here, 14 millimeter. Okay. I cannot go up in the air with the car, so I have to work with it down here because this Kia Soul does not have a center mount. Yeah. It doesn't have a center mount, so it has to remain on the jack. Oh boy. This is tight. Oh, yeah. Got him. Okay. Hand tight. But he's on his way out. There we go. All right. Idler pulley. Okay. Now, I don't know if you could see him, but our water pump now is completely open. Yeah, we have access to all of our bolts. Yeah, there he is. Yeah. So, those two down there, yeah, the one on the bottom, the idler pulley hides it, and we got everyone else, it appears. Okay, got one. Let's see if we could grab the other. You are so in my way. That's the bottom. Let's see if there is one in this corner right here somewhere. Yep, yep. Right here. Mm-hmm. Got him. All right. I know it's visually it sucks. Well, but I can't put the car up in the air and but to the bottom. Okay. Now let's run our hand again across the bottom. Anything on this end? That's a hole. Okay. Anytime I can't really see what's going on down there, what I do is woo, sorry, use my inspection mirror. I can't believe that I can't find my 12. Okay. So one we got, two we got. Yeah, there we go. All good. Yep. All right. All right. Oh crap. I'm going up with the lift. I'm trying to get the drain plug, the drain pan from under the car. As you can see, the water pump is leaking, but my drain pan is too far. But the whole car is resting on it. Yeah. Will it clear? Yeah. Okay. That look good. Let's just tap them off. water pump. Okay, so let's clean up this gasket, get it out of the way, put on our new pump, and start to install our timing belt components and so forth. All right.